Welcome to a new series on the channel that's going to be known as Frono's Warframe News. We're going to go over all the news you need to know about this wonderful game, Warframe. So, today's going to be the first video, and in today's video, we're going to go over Devstream 194, which was a few days ago. I know I'm late to the party, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this Devstream had a lot of awesome and interesting things. So, let's get right at it. Now, first off, this stream was actually really interesting because they had an entire game that would decide what would be added next into the game between the Baruch deluxe skin alongside the Tigress Incarnon, as well as the Dante deluxe skin with the Vectis Incarnon, which honestly are both awesome. I really like both of the skins. Mainly the Dante skin, I think it looks so sick. It reminds me of like an owl man or something, maybe like the owl from Batman. And the contestants were these two people. I forgot their names and I didn't write it in the script, but I'll put their names on the screen. And basically they played a game which resulted in the Dante deluxe skin being the next added skin alongside the Vectis Incarnon, which is sick. I'm not sure if there's any other sniper Incarnons. I'm gonna have to check with that, but I'm thinking that it's the first sniper Incarnon, so that's sick. Nonetheless, it's gonna be an awesome weapon. But don't worry, because we also will get the Baruch skin and Tigress Incarnon in a later update, sometime in the future, just not now. You're just gonna have to wait a little bit for that, but it's not too bad. Now, for the next juicy bit of info, there will be more Incarnons released alongside the Vectis Incarnon. There's going to be 4 other ones. Now, the Incarnons that will be released alongside the Vectis Incarnon are going to be the Obex, which is honest, this is literally my favorite melee weapon in the entire game. I got to get a build out because this weapon is actually not too bad, and it's a cool hand and foot based weapon, which I really love those types of weapons in this game. Next up is the Destreza Prime Incarnon. A rapier weapon, those swords that are based off of speed and elegance. Well, at least that's what I think of when I think of a rapier. But yeah, decent weapon, not the best, not the worst, but cool nonetheless. Our next weapon is the Ballistica, which is a crossbow type weapon that actually looks cool, can't lie. Haven't used this one too much, but it's safe to say that it's a pretty decent, cool weapon. But now, in an Incarnon, I'm almost as excited for as the Obex, the Stug Incarnon. See, this is a weapon that so many people consider the worst because it does literal abysmal damage, but it's getting its place in the spotlight, which is just pure awesomeness, honestly. So yeah, I'm excited to make a build on the Stug as well as the Obex because I wanna see what kind of damage they can deal out with their Incarnons and without their Incarnons. I'm gonna see what I can make of these weapons. But yeah, enough of that. Now we got something that's actually really sick, and it's for the Gooners. This is the Mesa Heirloom skin. I actually really like the design. It reminds me of like a hellish cowgirl with the red and the horns and everything, but there's no release date for it yet. But despite that, overall, it's pretty nice. Now, to the next sick part that I can't express how excited I actually am for this, which is Voruna Prime being released. They had an entire trailer. It was awesome. It embodied the animalistic nature of this Warframe and the gory nature of Warframe itself. It's something pretty different from most of the trailers, but you'll really get a feel for how this trailer actually was from these clips. But if I'm being completely honest, you guys gotta go and watch it yourself. I'm not gonna play the full thing over here. I don't even think I can do that. So yeah, Voruna alongside her signature weapons are set to release April 8th, which actually is not too far away from here. So you guys want to be ready. I might make a video where I explain to you guys how to get ready for primes and everything, because I don't have a video like that on my channel. But I'll also be making a build video for anyone who's interested in using her or anyone who's currently using her, because with a prime being released, there also follows a build video from me, which is going to be peak. If you don't already know, it's going to be peak. Voruna, a very strong Warframe, very cool design before and after the prime. But yeah, a lot of people anticipated Cyanax being the next prime Warframe, but it is what it is. I can't complain. I'm happy with us getting Voruna. I honestly just think that it's a sick prime Warframe design overall. I can't be mad at anything really. But yeah, that's enough being said. That's pretty much the end of this episode of Warframe News with Frono. And I'll see you guys in the next video.